Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, SimGamerTV on YouTube. I want to point out some milestones. My channel has grown a bit over the last year. We have ourselves a little over 1,000 subscribers as of today, which is New Year's Day. And more than 120,000 views. So I want to thank you, all my viewers, fans, and subscribers for all your ongoing views, likes, and comments. Please keep it up. Oh, and your video and your shares, sharing my videos, helping me grow this channel. This all happened during a time where I was doing a lot of experimentation and actually had a pretty busy schedule. So a lot of the experimentation was revolving around YouTube's introduction of the ad hoc live stream, which is a really neat tool. For me, it's been kind of difficult to utilize it properly based on my schedule. So we'll talk about that later when we do a year in review. But I really want to thank you guys for sticking around during those experimentations, and to all the new subscribers who came in during that time. 2016 is really looking to shape up into a place where I can sort of gather all the stuff that I've learned and put it to use. So we're looking forward to that. Before we look forward, let's take a look in the past in our year in review. And to do so, as I rub my eye, we're going to get ourselves a little bit serious. We're going to get nice and close and serious and personal. It's New Year's morning. I've had an excellent date night last night. A lot of fun, and watched some really cool videos from people that are starting off new YouTube things. So I'm going to talk in my extra sexy radio voice, since I have it right now, and talk about some things I learned over the last year. First of all, I tried lots of live streaming. I tried scheduled live streaming. I tried a couple of days a week. I tried 1 day a week. And as far as a regular, dependable schedule for live streams, I have found it is simply not conducive to the way my life works. Which is unfortunate, because I think it'd be a really neat thing to do, to share live streaming with you guys on a regular basis, but I simply can't do it regularly. So we're going to talk about some solutions on what I'm going to do to take care of that particular issue. I still want a live stream, but it's not going to be scheduled per se. So, with a full life, including a wife and a daughter and friends and family and LARPing and YouTube, it's really hard to dedicate a set time for any of the live streaming that I want to do. What that means is I have to live stream when I have time, and it could be any old time. Like today, it's currently early in the morning for a lot of people still on New Year's Day, and all that good stuff. So that's kind of what I learned about live streaming, and we'll talk about how I'm going to solve that in looking forward on 2016 coming up soon here. And the other thing I learned is the control cam is a hit. It's I don't have it, but there's a camera up there. It's right there. And it points down on my keyboard and shows all the fancy gadgets that I have, like my Rhino X55 and my flight yoke system, which is currently behind the screen, and other stuff that I have coming soon, which I'll talk to you about in a bit. So stay tuned for that. But it actually shows what my hands are doing on each of these controls, so you can kind of follow along and see how I like to play the game. And it's it's a setup that I have. If you have recommendations for how to improve my control scheme, certainly post them in comments and things like that. But it works for me, and it's a good base, and then you guys can actually see what's going on and how my control inputs have an impact on the game. So that is definitely going to be something that I'm keeping and moving more into going forward on my channel. I have started learning on the types of things that I really want to focus this channel in on. There are a lot of people out there who have very focused channels. I watch a lot of Bro Fresco who plays League of Legends, and that's what he does on his channel, and it's really, really cool that he's dedicated to that one game and has had such great success over the last year. I can't focus on a single game, but I am going to definitely be focusing more on the simulations, the simulation type games, to sort of, just simulations are kind of my thing. They're really fun, and with the control cam, it's really cool to actually see what I'm doing on the controls and how they affect the simulation. So there's some awesome stuff coming up that we're looking forward to, and there's a couple of other games that are more for pure entertainment and stuff like that than for simulation. That'll be coming around the corner as well, but mostly simulations. So that's kind of the stuff that I learned over the last year based on all the comments that you guys gave and the experimentations I've done on YouTube and stuff like that. So that is sort of wrapping up what I've learned last year. So looking forward to 2016, here are some of the things that we're going to be adding to the channel or continuing on with the channel that people seem to be liking. I'm going to continue recording all my episodes live as I can find the time and as I have capability to do so. Like later on today, I'm going to be immediately as soon as I'm done recording this thing, I'm going to start playing some Elite Dangerous and then get some tutorials together and some episodes and get those ready to go to kick off the new year with the new Elite Dangerous Horizons. I know people are starting to get into that game, so there's going to be some information that should be getting out there just to hopefully it's a little bit late, but hopefully not too late, that people can actually absorb that information and use it to help improve their Elite Dangerous game and have a good time. On the note of me doing ad hoc live streaming, which means that any random time that I have time to record some episodes, I'm going to do it, and it's going to be live, which means I may pop up a show on my YouTube channel suddenly. One of my fans has created a plugin. I still need to review it, but certainly within this year, hopefully at the first part of this year, I'll be reviewing that plugin and getting a link to it so you guys can download it and use it. And what it will have, would it simply be a plugin for your thing that tells you when I'm streaming live. If you want to join in the kind of the back studio recordings that I do now, I'll be recording those live, but I'll be recording those in episode format so that I can then edit them and upload them to YouTube for a scheduled distribution. I think that's going to be more conducive to getting fans and people being able to see my content on a regular basis. Like when I was doing episodes before for KSP and for Elite Dangerous and Elite Euro Truck Simulator, all those other shows that I was doing episodes for, it was really nice for people to be able to find those on a regular schedule. And I can't do that. I can't give a live stream on a regular schedule, but I can certainly put out produced shows on a live schedule. And the only thing I'm modifying is that rather than recording them on my own onto the hard drive, I'll also be streaming my recordings live. So those of you who want to tune into the sort of the studio recordings of my shows, definitely do so. And I keep looking at myself rather than looking at the camera, which is right there. So if my eyes are looking down, it's because I'm looking at myself on the camera. How very vain of me. So the ad hoc recording allows time for off-screen people that I love. It means that if I'm doing board game Wednesdays, I don't feel bad for having to not record a show that I had planned on doing on Wednesdays. If I go traveling or LARPing and it takes me through Sunday, then I don't feel bad for having missed the Sunday afternoon drive, which was one of my favorite live streams that I did. But just the way the schedule's gone, and with getting a cold and stuff that lasted a frickin' month, it's been really difficult to keep those live streams going in any supported, dependable fashion. So that's what I'm planning on there. Definitely more control cam. It's up there. It's not turned on right now because there are no controls to show. It's just my keyboard and mouse as I get ready for recording. But up there is a camera that I have set up. So we're going to be doing a lot more of the control cam. I'm going to be featuring a lot of games that use simulation controls, such as Elite Dangerous with my X55 Rhino. I'll be doing more Microsoft Flight with my complete SATEC Flight yoke system. Euro Truck Simulator, of course, with the what is that thing? Oh yeah, the driving GT, the G-Force GT steering wheel that I have, and all those pedals. New shows that are coming around the corner here are Train Simulator. I might actually have my daughter on camera for that one. So I have the arriving in a couple of weeks, the Train Simulator control system, which is actually really cool. It's highly recommended. That's coming. After I get done with Microsoft Flight, I might move on to FSX, or maybe Dovetail Games has been rumored to be developing a new version of Flight for Microsoft. And they're the makers of Train Simulator, the Train Simulator series. So and they're also responsible for the relaunch of Flight Simulator X on Steam, which has been highly successful. So we will see if those types, if a new Microsoft Flight Simulator comes around the corner as well. In which case, I'll be continuing to feature the Flight Yoke system. And Other games that are coming up that I'm looking forward to. Oh, American Truck Simulator, of course. That's going to be using the Driving Force GT as we drive the big rigs through the California landscape. So I'm really looking forward to that. More game-like things, but have very rich simulations that I'm interested in playing this coming year are Planet Coaster. I'm a huge fan of all the roller coaster tycoon games that came out. Now, here the interesting thing about Roller Coaster Tycoon is that they were all developed by the people at Frontier Developments for Atari. So basically, that team of people is now the team that does the development of Frontier Developments. So that same team of people, or very similar team of people, is now working on Planet Coaster. There is a new Roller Coaster Tycoon game coming out by Atari. I've seen some beta videos of it, and I am putting all my eggs in the Planet Coaster basket. So I'm really looking forward to that. They got some good stuff going on here. I'm in the I think I signed up for the beta. We'll see when that comes, and maybe I'll do some beta features on that. It's not a pure simulation with controls and stuff like that, but you know, a really good crowd simulation and kind of a tycoon game is a lot of fun. It's a lot of what makes Euro Truck Simulator fun. It's very, very similar to a tycoon game. American Truck Simulator is probably going to have a similar formula. I'm a big fan of what's the other tycoon, the simulation that's very tycoon-like. I'm not seeing it. Oh, Car Mechanic Simulator. It's, you know, sure, you get inside of cars and take them apart and put them back together, but you know, it's kind of a tycoon-like game. So that's pretty fun. No Man's Sky is coming out, and it's not a simulation by any means, except for the fact that they have 4 trillion bodies that you can land on, or something ridiculous like that. That's more of a game just for pure enjoyment's sake. But I'm really, really looking forward to that. It's one of those great space games that is probably going to be absolutely timeless when it comes out. I definitely want to wrap up Spore Galactic Adventures, and now that the Electronic Arts servers are back online for that, where you know, maybe a handful of episodes, 5 to 10 episodes away from actually beating that game. So I need to sit down and actually get some recordings of that done, and go about winning Spore Galactic Adventures so I can wrap up that series and then have that available sort of as an archive for a fantastic game that came out. Ostensibly a simulation, maybe a little bit of evolution, even though it's very, 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 very guided evolution, which is not what the current theory holds. So anyway, that's a loose end that I want to wrap up and get done. It took a while because the EA servers came down. That's sort of the stuff that we're looking for to the new channel. Once again, 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Keep watching. Lots more content, more regular content coming out here, starting today, actually. Or at least recording today. If not, maybe releasing today? Who knows? And 123,094 views as of this recording. So thank you for all those views. Keep coming back with your comments. I really appreciate them. I try and interact with them as often as I can, and they really help me guide the channel. As I ramble on, share my videos with your friends. It's really, really helpful to continue growing this channel. If you know people, friends, personal friends in real life, friends online, if you think this content is something that they would enjoy, let them know about it, and hopefully they can join in on the fun as well. Thank you once again for tuning in. Tune in next time for my episodes coming up. I'm going to put together 1, 2, 3 tutorials for Elite Dangerous Horizons, focusing on planetary landings and exploration of points of interest, as well as exploration of some of those settlements and compounds that are in there, and working on some missions and things like that. And then we'll be kicking off the Elite Dangerous Let's Play series, the new season of it, with Elite Dangerous Horizons, and all that good stuff. So we can look forward to those videos coming up very soon. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys throughout the year. Keep your comments, likes, subscriptions, and video shares happening, and we'll continue to grow our channel together. Goodbye.
Bye.